Malenia, the hardest boss in Elden Ring, wrong. She do be kinda freaky though. What you're watching right now is me fighting the boss. I'm gonna show you how to beat it by breaking down move by move. During this downtime, I'll give you a rundown of the basics. You're gonna want to keep distance from the boss at all times, moving backwards while she's attacking so you don't have to dodge. A lot of the time in the fight, you can simply outrange her attacks. The attack she does in a second where she lunges forward is punishable. You can get a jump attack on it and all you have to do is dodge to the side. This attack right here where she slams into the ground is also punishable. You can get a jump attack on it, but it's safer to just go for a rolling one. A lot of this boss is just downtime waiting for punishable attacks, and you might be tempted to do what I do here, which is an edge walk punish. It's not guaranteed, she can punish you, and it has led to a lot of deaths in my fights with her. This attack right here is punishable when you dodge it right. She's left wide open for a couple seconds and you can get a jump attack. This too, the same type of attack, you can just walk backwards out the first strike and then roll forwards for guaranteed damage. Now in these types of situations where she doesn't do a punishable attack for a while, it's important to remember that you can still get damage on the aforementioned edged walk punish. However, if you do fail, it's much more rewarding for her than you, so keep that in mind. Coming up now is the water flow dance, an attack many people struggle with. This attack, as stated in the name, is more of a dance. This attack can be broken down into 3 parts: strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3. For the initial jump in the air, strike 1, here's what I want you to do with your controller / keyboard / Donkey Kong Bongo. Dodge directly to the left, then forward enough to not collide with the body, and then directly underneath Malenia. Thankfully, this attack is punishable, so take your free jumping attack as your reward for not dying to the instant kill attack. That's it for all the punishable attacks in phase 1, so simply dodge away and attack when you can. Phase 2 is when things get a little spicy. Your windows of opportunity to attack become far slimmer. Thankfully, she starts off with an attack that's easily dodged and easily punished. You want to stay outside of its range until it gets very, very hard to see, then sprint forward and do a jumping attack. There is the option to run in sooner and take damage but deal more, however she takes far, far reduced damage during this animation, so it's not really recommended. The attack she did just there, if you were paying attention, is a punishable attack from phase 1. However, she can follow up in this phase. In my experience, it's worth going for the jumping attack as the follow-ups have long wind-ups, however you can get unlucky like I did earlier and get hit. The attack she's about to do is one many struggle with. In my experience, running away and spam rolling is a viable option. However, you want to dodge to the left, much like her water flow dance. It too, 90% of the time, is punishable, so it's worth going for an attack. That slam down into an explosion is punishable, however it can be followed up with another punishable attack. So try not to get greedy and hit her multiple times during it. This too is a punishable attack from phase 1, however it can be followed up with the other punishable attack, the ground explosion. Thankfully, water flow dance still grants us a brief window to attack or heal. That attack too is punishable, yet it can be followed up with a ground explosion, which has a long wind up, so it's still safe. You should be using these windows of time to heal or buff your weapons if needed. This attack may seem punishable, yet it very well is not. She can counter-attack for massive damage. This phase is very similar to the first, rolling backwards and waiting for windows where you can attack. Whenever you see me go for a second hit after a jump attack, that is not safe. She can counter, yet I hedge my bets and go for the reward. Any attacks with a ground explosion afterwards are punishable. There are 2 animations for it. Overall for this phase, the things you should know are that the windows of attack will be far briefer. And edge walk punishes, if timed incorrectly, will lead to massive damage on you. So, now that's done, let's go over all punishable attacks. The ground slam phase 1 without after effects. The ground slam with a different animation. Again, when you don't get hit. The long distance ground slam with different animations. The sword dash forwards. Water flow dance. And the last for phase 1 is her grab attack, where she lunges forward with her fist, and if she catches you, she stabs you. Thankfully, all you need to do is dodge to the left. For phase 2, we of course have the whatever the fuck this is attack. The lunge forward isn't a guaranteed punish, but it is safe. After effect ground pound can be followed up with another, yet it is safe to go for an attack. Whatever the fuck this is, if you're quick enough you can get jump attack after the lunge. Here's a good example of the dash being followed up with another punishable attack. Non-after effect ground slam can be followed up, yet it is punishable. And for the final attack marking the end of the video, phase 2, waterfall dance. So, you have it all the knowledge you need to beat the boss. Just remember to not panic roll or get greedy, and only attack when it's safe. Unless you want to die. Not the most fun boss, but a good one.